Good afternoon, all. CamelbackTrading.org coming to you this Monday afternoon, January 9th. Looking at Window Trader's market profile of the ES and SPY. Boy, oh boy, did the bulls give up a lot, right? Now, I'm still going to keep the weekly and the daily up. I think we came out of that balance pretty good. I know a lot of people might have kept it in balance going into today. Yes, they gave it all back and more, but if they're really going to give it up, well, then we should easily take out today's low tomorrow and come back into balance on the daily. The weekly, we'll go over it when we show the charts. Very interesting day. The majority, look at this. We one time framed up all morning. We one time framed down all afternoon. So we had short covering all morning and some momentum buying. Once that got cut out, once we took out E's low, once we started one time framing down in G, that was it. Now, I did not. I took one short to participate in filling the singles, but did not participate in this because, to be honest with you, I just threw me for a loop. I did not think we would give back everything like we did because the buyers at one point had a pretty good edge on our checklist sheet. Sellers ended up with a nice edge. However, I did not get hurt. I did not stand there saying, okay, this is going up and just keep buying it. I actually did make some money on longs. We'll go over everything in a second. But I certainly didn't get hurt. Triple Qs, believe it or not, did not see the opening until after A period. They were above it, right? Didn't see it till M period. We get below it, and they close their gap in the last few minutes of the day. Amazing. 7 wide. They go out with only a price probe. They took, right, where they spiked below A's low. No single prints. Russell. They don't have single prints. They also have a price probe. They were 8 out of 9 wide at one point, but that's all they have is 8 wide. So as bad as this was for the buyers, when you look at it in a bigger picture thing, if bears don't get going tomorrow, there's nothing above here in triple Qs. There's nothing above in Russell. So this price probe, the base of it, for them and for us is going to be very important because even though we do have 2 sets of single prints, so we did go trend down. We failed on a trend up for the 3rd time this year, I think, and on a gap for the 3rd time this year, the upside, and we trend down. So A's low is really important tomorrow for us in ES and SPY. Same with Qs, because that's the base of their price probe, and the same with Russell. If buyers can't get back above it, then yes, they're going to give up probably a lot more Friday's triple distribution day. But if all this was shorts pushing again, and they don't get any follow through tomorrow, and we get back above A's low, well, guess what? We're going to go right back to doing what we were doing this morning and grinding higher. Just keep that in mind. So in A period, I shorted against 39.50 the first time and actually made money on it. And then I took a long when we came down and filled right before the gap. I took it off when it went back up for even. I was like, I should get long again above the open, and I didn't. So that was horrible on my part. I broke even on that long. But then I made money on longs in B, C, E, right? The market was going up. So on pullbacks, I was looking for long. So I did well. I did take one short, like I said, to fill the single prints in G. That worked out. Now, I thought we had a chance to look for an afternoon pullback. I long G, made small on it. But that was it. H, I thought I was going to get one around half back at the time where half back was. I didn't get it. Went up, would have been good. When it came down a second time, I'm like, I am not taking that. What I did do is I was very patient. And like I said, I didn't participate in the short, but I took a 1 lot long in L at 26.50. I thought we were going to fill the singles. And then at one point in M, I bought a 5 lot at 14. And it immediately went up to 18.19 and took it all off. So it ended up being a nice long. I lost 6-7 points on a 1 lot, but made 4 or 5 points on a 5 lot. So it turned out paying me good, and that was the end of my day. So was I a little biased not getting short? Probably. And that's fine. But I didn't sit here. You know how many times in the past I'd be long? Oh my goodness, 1,000 calls when I was trading options around the opening when we were going back and forth here, saying we're going to go back to POC. Man, oh man, that would have been devastating. So I did not do that. As far as destinations, upside, we have our price probe, which is L's low in I'm sorry, the price probe is L's low, not A's low. L's low. A's low is a single print fill. So in triple Qs, oh no, their price probe is A's low. I apologize. Theirs is A in Russell and Qs. For us, our price probe is L's low, then the single prints get filled at A's low. So 388.19 is L's low in SPY. Single prints 388.56 to 76. Second set 389.22 to 35. And then today's high all the way up at 393.70. And by the way, I forgot to remember, I forgot to mention, we were above the 50 all morning and then gave that up. So we're below the 50 but above the 20. For the downside, we have today's low of 387.67. And then the single prints from Friday, they start at 387.66 now, get filled at 386.85. You should have the rest of them. In ES, downside, we have today's low of 11.75, and then single prints that start at 11.50 and get filled at 04.50. Okay, you should have the rest below that. For the upside, we have today's price probe of 17.25. Single prints 21 to 23. Second set 28 to 28.50. And then today's high of 73.25. And then on the charts, give me 1 second. Here we go. So here's the weekly. Now, we had a discussion in the room. I called the weekly up after last week. Some people are probably still calling it balance. I think we have to call it up because not only we one time framing up 2 weeks, we took out last week's high by over $4. That's not a look above and fail. So to me, the weekly's up. Yes, we got back inside of last week's high, but to me, the weekly is up. That's how I'm looking at it. Unless we take out last week's low, the weekly's up. Same with me on the daily. The daily's up. I called the daily up after Friday. Well, we got above it by $4 more. It's an ugly candle, but it's only 1 day, and we're still up. If we take out today's low, then we're back in a 3-day balance at least. But for now, I'm calling it up. The question is, do we, again, closing below the 50 the first time, is not a big deal to me, okay? 1 day doesn't make a market. Now, if you start getting below it again and below the 20, well, then remember what we were talking about the new lower lows for the year when the 20 crossed the 50, then that could still be intact. But if all we did is come back and tomorrow we resume our upward move, well, the 20 is going to start curling. So there is still a lot on the table here. But I'm not giving up hope yet after 1 day for the buyers. Thanks for the likes and subscribing. Hope you had a good day trading. Enjoy your evening. And we'll speak prior to the opening tomorrow.